Well, hello and welcome back to the Tower Progress Update. It's been 7 days since the last one. Going to go through the progress, some of the things I've been aiming to do, and some big milestones that I hit in this last week, which was super exciting. So if you look here under my stats, you'll see that I now have a total lifetime coins earned of 10.35 billion. So that's almost 2 billion more than the week prior. So my total coins per week is continuing to increase, and I hope to have that up around the 3 billion coin mark for this coming week. I'm going to go through and look at the progress that I made. So under the tournaments, the recent tournaments, I came in first in the Silver League, so I got upgraded to the Gold League. Did the Gold League the first time and came 13th. And then the next one, I was able to get into 8th place, tied for 7th. And that was a nice stone bonus of 40 stones. And so I'm hoping to get just, between 7th and 12th is what I'm aiming for in the Gold League. If I get in the 13th to 15th range, it is what it is. But 7th to 12th means that I'm getting as many or more stones than I would get by doing well in the Silver League. And so that's what I'm aiming for, hoping to be able to continue to do that as I am gaining enough stones to eventually get the next ultimate weapon, which I'm hoping I will be able to pull Death Wave, which at this point is still the next ultimate weapon that I really want to have. This week, I was also able to complete a lot of milestones in the tiers, which was super fun. I hit some milestones of having 800,000 coins per minute be the max that I've seen. That was neat. So the only tiers I didn't get new milestones in this current week was tier 1 and tier 12. I just didn't try tier 1 because it takes so much time, and I just use that as a nighttime tier anyways right now, where I put on a tier 1 coin and longevity card set, play about 700 levels, and then just go to bed and wake up in the morning and see how many coins I've earned. But I was able to gain some tiers in tier 2, or some waves, sorry. In tier 3, I increased up to 3,000. Tier 4 and 5 were my big increases this past week. Tier 4, you can see 219 million coins on the run of 3,500. And for both the tier 4 and tier 5, I had gotten the Death Wave as the first ultimate weapon for the select an ultimate weapon perk. And that really helped the distance that I was able to go in those waves. And so I'm looking forward to being able to have enough stones to eventually get the ultimate weapon Death Wave, and then be able to build out some of the labs on it. You can see tier 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 all had increases as well, where I was able to get more milestones. And most of those milestones were actually for gems, which was great because in the events this week, we had the card purchasing gems. I'll just show you the event. And so this is where we're at with the event so far. I'm about 8.5 days into it. Have a few things left. I don't have Energy Net yet as a card, so that one's going to be probably not grabbed. I'll definitely get the workshop upgrades and the boss kills. Hopefully I can Death Defy. That one's just based on chance. And then I don't have Smart Missile, so unless I get it as a random ultimate weapon, I don't see myself getting those event medals either. But that's okay. I have claimed the abduction room with the increased tower health, and I will definitely get the crop circle with the events that are still left and up for grabs in the 6 days that I have to get them. There will be no problems there, so that will be nice to get the critical factor up as well. Into the event shop, I did purchase a couple stone packs, 1 gem pack. I got in the unlucky cow in the abduction background pretty quick, as I've been saving 400 medals at the end of each event so that I can automatically get the themes. Based on the fact that we're at 565, once I get to a certain level, once I have enough, I'll look at whether or not I'm going to purchase the songs, because there's still been teased that they will eventually do coin bonuses, or I'll look at upgrading Golden Bot as well. But just trying to keep a healthy number of medals set aside for themes and potential relics that come up, and making sure I'm continuing to buy at least 2 stone packages and 1 gem pack each week. Now looking at my cards where I've spent the majority of my gems, I had some really exciting things come in my cards this week. You can now see I have some gold stars. I have some level 6 cards now. The first one that came in was the cash one. And as you can see here under the commons, I have a few cards available that are in that level 6 range, which is fun to look at. And so put your thoughts in the comments below which one of these common cards you think is going to be maxed out first. You can see as of today, the health one has 8 of 32, even though I got the cash card first to level 6, which was 4. So by my calculations on the card tracker, I have about 7,420 gems left to spend to max out my common cards. And so let me know in the comments which one you think I'm going to max out first. And I'm excited to max out a card because it will just mean that I get a better chance to pull the other cards and eventually pull that energy net card that I'm waiting for. Some exciting ones that I also got was the recovery package is now up. So that one now does a 24% bonus. So I have a 54% chance of getting a recovery package. And with the lab that I researched last week, I get a recovery package after every boss, which is awesome. So changed up my runs a little bit. I have a milestone run card, a coin run start, a tournament, and a hard run. And those are the ones that I most typically use. Under the workshop, major changes from last week is I got the super critical and super crit multiplier. I think that also really helped in kind of later stage damage during those longer milestone runs. And so that's been good. I just put 15 into each of them. Or that one, I guess I did 19 levels, which is great. Just to quicken how fast the free ups finish it so that I can get back to just doing free ups on the damage, which increases everything. Under my defense upgrades, I did get Death Defy because I needed it for the event. Haven't done anything else here. I'll probably throw some money into one of these ones just so that I can get the event 400 upgrades workshop purchase tickets. And then here under my utility upgrades, I've kept these at 67. I'm also thinking about upgrading those. It's nice to get them done quicker in those earlier tiers so that I can get more attack enemy level skips and health level skips with my free ups, which just prolongs the time I can spend in the game, which is always nice. And again, back to my ultimate weapons. Nothing's changed here. I'm just saving up to buy the new ultimate weapon. Modules, not much is here, just continuing to merge to get a few more of these epic and epic pluses. I don't know much about modules yet, haven't put a ton of energy into trying to figure it out, and so that's something I'm looking to do later in the game. But one thing I am doing right now to deal with modules for later is I am doing some shard upgrades down at the bottom of the upgrades, trying to get some additional reroll shards regularly at this time in the game, because I know that at late end game 2-3 years in, I'm going to need a ton of reroll shards to get exactly what I want off those modules. So if I can get 1 or 2 more reroll shards off of every mission or boss hit, that's just going to help me later in the game, but it doesn't bode much for usefulness right now, so I'm spending a little bit of time on them, but not prioritizing them. Not doing anything under the enemies. Under bots, I haven't touched those yet, but I might begin touching the golden bot soon. Under perks research, I have gotten my first perk choice, and that's about it here. Thinking about maybe doing some of these, but there's some other things I'd rather do first. I've been researching double death ray quite consistently, looking to get that up. It goes up to 15%, I think is at the top end of it. And so I'm doing it not all the time, but pretty frequently. Got it up to 5%. I'll continue to do it up from there. Here you can see my black hole coin bonus has gone up to 4%. The damage is still at 0.6. That's kind of my next one that I'm going to be doing with the ultimate weapons. I am doing the shock multiplier right now just to increase damage from that lightning and subsequent damage from the bullets that hit after the shock has happened. But you can see Golden Tower and Golden Tower duration are at level 7 and level 8 respectively, and I'll be working on those as well. into my utilities, you can see I have my package after every boss maxed out, and I've just been going on my coins per kill bonus regularly to get that up, because the more coins you get per kill, the more economy you're going to have to be able to do more research. Garlic Thorns is currently researching the final level, level 10. I don't have too much time left in that. If we look here, I have 16 hours and I have it at a 1.5 times increase. So my Garlic Thorns is almost going to be gold boxed, probably by the end of today. Orb speed is up a little bit, and my defense is up a little bit as well. I like to work on the defense percent upgrade, as that minimizes the amount of damage that every enemy does to me. Moving through the attacks, I really haven't done anything on the attacks, but if I were to do anything, I would probably put it into attack speed or critical factor, as I think those are two of the more important ones at this stage in the game for me. Coming in here, I've continued to do my workshop attack, defense, utility, lab coins, and lab speed discounts, just to continuously get those up in a slow manner. As you can see, I have 2,500 cells here up on the top right, and so I have been using those for 24-hour, 1.5 time boosts for some of these things, as I am getting into 3-4 day long researches now, which feels long at this point in the game, but I know that there's some researches that take a year, and so it feels relatively long, but that's just a relative number. So that's the bulk of my updates there. Looking forward to seeing what the updates that we've been teased with are going to be in the next version release sometime later in October. And that will be fun to take a look at. Until then, my strategy is simple. Just continue to farm tier 10. It's a nice couple of hours to farm tier 10. I get some decent coins out of it, and do some longer runs on some of these lower tiers, followed by just a nightly tier 1 run most nights to be able to collect that 100 million per night. From that, my money will be spent on some of the main upgrades I'm focusing on in my workshop are recovery mount and max recovery, just to be able to get those up quicker. That's going to help me survive a little bit longer on tier 11 when I just have the access to more health available sooner with less in-game cash spent. And then also under my attack, I am slowly starting to bring up my damage, because it is getting beneficial later at the end of those runs. So there we have it. That's my update here from the week of October 7th. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments.